Have you ever encountered a problem with a city department and wondered where to file a complaint, whether it's an issue with public services, sanitation, or city staff? Knowing the right place to voice your concerns is crucial. In this video, we'll walk you through the steps to file a complaint about a city department, ensuring your voice is heard and your issue is addressed. Let's get started by understanding why it's important to know the proper channels for complaints. Filing a complaint isn't just about expressing frustration, it's a way to help improve city services for everyone. When you report issues, you provide valuable feedback that can lead to better policies, improved staff behavior, and more efficient public services. Your complaint can also help city officials identify recurring problems and take action. So don't hesitate to speak up when something isn't right. Next, let's look at the types of issues you might want to report. Complaints about city departments can cover a wide range of topics. You might want to report poor customer service, delays in public works, sanitation problems, or even misconduct by city employees. Other common issues include problems with permits, zoning, or city-run facilities. Knowing what qualifies as a valid complaint helps you focus your message and increases the chances of a resolution. Now, let's explore where you can submit these complaints. The first place to file a complaint is usually the department involved. Most city departments have a designated process for handling complaints. Check the department's website for a contact form, email address, or phone number dedicated to complaints. Submitting your concern directly often leads to the fastest response, as the department can address the issue internally. If you're unsure where to start, the city's main website often lists contact information for each department. Many cities offer online portals for submitting complaints. These portals are designed to streamline the process and ensure your complaint reaches the right department. You'll typically find a section labeled Report a Problem or File a Complaint on the city's official website. Here, you can fill out a form detailing your issue, attach supporting documents, and track the status of your complaint. This method is convenient and provides a record of your submission. In many cities, the 311 service is a centralized way to report non-emergency issues, including complaints about city departments. You can call 311, use a mobile app, or visit the 311 website to submit your concern. This service helps route your complaint to the appropriate department and provides a reference number for follow-up. 311 is especially useful for issues like street maintenance, noise complaints, or public facility concerns. If you prefer, you can send an email or a written letter to the city department or city hall. Be sure to include all relevant details, such as dates, locations, and names involved. Written complaints provide a formal record and can be useful if you need to escalate the issue later. Always keep a copy of your correspondence for your records. Next, let's talk about what information you should include in your complaint. A well-written complaint should be clear and concise. Start by stating your name and contact information. Describe the issue in detail, including when and where it occurred, who was involved, and any steps you've already taken to resolve it. Attach any supporting documents or photos if available. The more specific you are, the easier it is for city staff to investigate and address your concern. Now, let's discuss what happens after you submit your complaint. Once your complaint is submitted, it goes through a review process. City staff will assess the details, verify the information, and determine the appropriate action. You may be contacted for additional information or clarification. The department will then investigate the issue and, if necessary, take corrective measures. You'll usually receive a response or update within a specified time frame, depending on the city's policies. If you're not satisfied with the initial response, you have the option to escalate your complaint. This might involve contacting a supervisor, department head, or the city manager's office. Some cities have an ombudsman or independent review board to handle unresolved issues. Escalation ensures your complaint is given further consideration and may lead to a more satisfactory resolution. An ombudsman is an independent official who investigates complaints against city departments. If your issue isn't resolved through normal channels, the ombudsman can review your case impartially. They have the authority to recommend changes or corrective actions. Not all cities have an ombudsman, but if yours does, it's a valuable resource for ensuring accountability and fairness. In some cases, you may want to bring your complaint to the attention of your city council representative. City council members are elected to represent residents and can advocate on your behalf. You can contact them by email, phone, or during public meetings. Council members can help escalate your issue and ensure it receives the attention it deserves. Public meetings and hearings are another avenue for voicing complaints. Many cities allow residents to speak during designated times at council meetings or public hearings. This is an opportunity to share your concerns directly with city officials and the community. Be prepared to present your issue clearly and concisely, as speaking time may be limited. Some cities allow you to file complaints anonymously. This can be important if you fear retaliation or want to protect your privacy. However, Anonymous complaints may be harder to investigate, as city staff can't follow up for more information. Check your city's policies to see if this option is available and understand its limitations. While not an official channel, some people turn to online reviews or social media to share their experiences with city departments. Posting on platforms like Twitter or Facebook can draw public attention to your issue. However, for a formal resolution, it's best to use official complaint channels. Social media can supplement your efforts, but shouldn't replace direct communication with the city. After filing a complaint, it's important to track its progress. Many online portals and 311 services provide a reference number or status updates. If you submitted your complaint by email or letter, follow up after a reasonable period if you haven't received a response. Keeping track ensures your issue isn't forgotten and demonstrates your commitment to resolving it. Cities usually have guidelines for how quickly they must respond to complaints. This can range from a few days to several weeks, depending on the nature of the issue. Check your city's website or ask when you submit your complaint to know what to expect. If you don't receive a response within the stated timeframe, follow up or escalate your concern. If your complaint isn't addressed or you feel it's being ignored, don't give up. Document all your communications and attempts to resolve the issue. Consider escalating to higher authorities, such as the city manager, ombudsman, or city council. Persistent follow-up shows you're serious and increases the likelihood of a resolution. In rare cases, you may need to consider legal action if your complaint involves serious misconduct or rights violations. Consult with an attorney to understand your options and the best course of action. Legal steps should be a last resort after exhausting all other complaint channels. Most issues can be resolved through the city's established processes. Some cities send out feedback surveys after resolving a complaint. Participating in these surveys helps improve the complaint process and city services overall. Your feedback is valuable and can lead to positive changes for everyone in the community. Always take the opportunity to share your experience, whether positive or negative. It's important to know your rights when filing a complaint. Cities are required to treat all complaints seriously and without discrimination. If you feel your rights are being violated during the process, seek advice from advocacy groups or legal professionals. Understanding your rights empowers you to advocate for yourself effectively. Cities are required to provide accessible complaint processes for all residents, including those with disabilities or limited English proficiency. Look for translated forms, interpretation services, or accessible online portals. If you need assistance, don't hesitate to ask the city for help. Accessibility ensures everyone can participate in improving their community. When you file a complaint, your information is usually kept confidential. City staff are trained to handle complaints discreetly and protect your privacy. If you have concerns about confidentiality, ask about the city's policies before submitting your complaint. Knowing your information is safe can give you peace of mind. Let's look at a few examples of complaints you might file. For instance, you might report a missed garbage pickup, a rude city employee, or a broken streetlight. Each of these issues can be addressed by the appropriate city department. Providing clear details and supporting evidence helps ensure your complaint is taken seriously and resolved quickly. A sample complaint letter might begin with your contact information, followed by a clear description of the issue. For example, on March 10, my garbage was not collected as scheduled. I contacted the sanitation department, but the problem was not resolved. Attach any relevant photos or documents. End with a request for action and your preferred contact method. When filling out an online complaint form, start by selecting the relevant department or issue category. Enter your details and describe the problem as specifically as possible. Upload any supporting documents or photos. Review your information before submitting to ensure accuracy. This helps city staff process your complaint efficiently. After submitting your complaint, you may receive follow-up questions from city staff. Respond promptly and provide any additional information requested. Good communication helps resolve your issue faster and shows your willingness to cooperate. Keep records of all correspondence for your reference. Once your complaint is investigated, the city will inform you of the outcome. This might include corrective action, policy changes, or an explanation if the complaint can't be resolved as requested. If you're satisfied, thank the staff for their attention. If not, consider your options for escalation or further review. Always keep copies of your complaint, supporting documents, and any responses from the city. Good record keeping helps if you need to escalate your issue or reference it in the future. Organize your records by date and department for easy access. This simple step can make a big difference in resolving your complaint. If you have more than one issue, file separate complaints for each. This ensures each problem is addressed by the appropriate department. Avoid combining unrelated issues in a single complaint, as this can cause confusion and delays. Clear, focused complaints are more likely to be resolved quickly. Some cities offer dedicated hotlines for specific types of complaints, such as noise, sanitation, or public safety. These hotlines connect you directly with the relevant department and can speed up the resolution process. Check your city's website for hotline numbers and use them for urgent or specialized issues. Many cities now offer mobile apps for reporting and tracking complaints. These apps let you submit issues on the go, upload photos, and receive real-time updates. Using an app can make the process more convenient and transparent. Check your city's App Store listing to see what's available. When submitting a complaint, you'll often need to select a category, such as public works, sanitation, or customer service. Choosing the right category ensures your complaint is routed correctly and addressed by the right team. If you're unsure, check the city's guidelines or ask for help. Some cities send automatic status updates as your complaint moves through the process. You might receive emails or app notifications when your complaint is received, under review, or resolved. These updates keep you informed and help manage your expectations about the timeline. Resolution timelines vary depending on the issue's complexity and department workload. Simple complaints may be resolved in days, while more complex ones can take weeks. Ask about expected timelines when you submit your complaint and follow up if there are delays. Patience and persistence are key. Possible outcomes of your complaint include corrective action, policy changes, staff training, or an explanation of why the issue can't be resolved. Even if your complaint isn't resolved as you hoped, you'll gain insight into city processes and help improve services for others. If your complaint is closed without resolution or you receive no response, you may need to refile, review your original submission for missing details or errors, and provide any new information. Refiling shows your commitment and can prompt a fresh review by city staff. To maximize your chances of a successful complaint, be clear, concise, and respectful. Avoid emotional language or personal attacks. Stick to the facts and provide evidence when possible. Being professional increases the likelihood that your complaint will be taken seriously and resolved quickly. Do. Provide all relevant details, keep records, and follow up as needed. Don't. Use abusive language, make threats, or submit false information. Following these guidelines helps ensure your complaint is handled efficiently and respectfully by city staff. Most cities provide resources to help you file a complaint, such as guides, FAQs, and contact information. Check the city's website or visit City Hall for printed materials. These resources can answer common questions and make the process smoother. If you need help filing a complaint, city staff or community organizations can assist you. Don't hesitate to ask for guidance, especially if you're unfamiliar with the process or have special needs. Getting help ensures your complaint is submitted correctly and increases the chance of a positive outcome. Let's recap the complaint process. Identify the issue, choose the right channel, submit your complaint with all necessary details, track its progress, and follow up as needed. If unresolved, escalate or seek further assistance. Staying organized and persistent is key to getting results. Filing complaints helps improve city services, holds departments accountable, and ensures your voice is heard. It also benefits the wider community by highlighting issues that may affect others. Don't underestimate the impact your feedback can have on making your city a better place to live. By filing complaints and participating in city processes, you become an active member of your community. Civic engagement leads to better governance and a stronger sense of belonging. Encourage friends and neighbors to speak up about issues and work together for positive change. Filing a complaint about a city department doesn't have to be complicated. By following the steps we've outlined, you can ensure your concerns are heard and addressed. Remember, your feedback is vital for improving city services and making your community a better place. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to use these tips the next time you need to file a complaint.